Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world, but also how we're going to fix it together. And the content that we're going to talk about today is something that not only affects New Jersey, this affects gun control nationwide, ironically coming from New Jersey in their attempt to kind of give a little poke right in the eye to the Bruin decision. This is about sensitive places and a ruling that just broke their souls just a little bit. Everything will be linked in the description box below, and I cannot wait to hear what you guys think about this one down there in the comments. And if you are new or you are a returning viewer, please consider hitting that like button, subscribing to the channel, and making sure you turn that notification bell on. We need as many of you as possible to get into the fold with us so we can pass the information like this along to the next generation with that Second Amendment. And thank you so much in advance for your consideration. So my brothers and sisters, what we have seen over the past year and a half to 2 years is an amalgamation of gun control, all in their own little different parts, some from California, some in New Jersey, New York, Oregon, all the places. But the interesting part is they always reconvene at the judicial system where they're getting smacked. And the individual pieces from California, in this case, mandated gun ownership insurance, is now showing up in New Jersey and getting struck down. This has national implications. Let me know once again in the comments field. Let's get it. Oh, we got to talk about some stuff here, people. Judge blocks much of New Jersey's gun law. Well, this happened about 2 days ago. But this is really important because it comes directly back to the gun control law that Murphy just put into place. He signed into law and it immediately got a TRO and is in the judicial system. Let me show you what they're doing here because this is a really big deal. Again, think nationally. Don't just think New Jersey because this is a macro fight. A federal judge blocked much of New Jersey's recently enacted gun carry law on Tuesday. The latest setback in the Murphy administration's efforts to tighten laws among legal challenges from gun rights groups. That's right, because Bruin is directly dominating all of these new sensitive places rules that they're putting in place. It does not work. There are no historical analogs. This is not hard. This was virtue signaling, and they did it to poke their finger right in the eye of the Bruin decision and the SCOTUS. Let's continue. The order issued by U.S. District Judge Renee Marie Bum applies for the duration of the litigation and expands upon prior court orders that temporarily blocked parts of the new law, formed in response to last year's U.S. Supreme Court ruling in New York easing states' carry restrictions. That's the important part. Now, this is where it cross-correlates to other states that are trying different gun control things. Check this out. The judge's order in New Jersey suspends, for now, impending requirements that gun carriers purchase liability insurance, a requirement that would have been the first statewide mandate of its kind, statewide. But does that sound familiar? If you guys have been watching this channel for a while, it does sound familiar. Something like this right here. San Jose gun insurance law to take effect at start of new year. We covered that extensively. That was with Sam Liccardo coming out of San Jose, California. This is not a statewide mandate, but it was hailed as the newest hotness for gun control opportunities in a creative fashion. Yeah, now, because New Jersey copied it, they just got caught. What do you think that's going to do for the San Diego law? See how all of this stuff is interspliced? Let's continue. It also reaffirms and expands prior court orders that block parts of the law which prohibits where New Jerseyans can carry guns, sensitive places. The order issued Tuesday blocks gun carry bans in zoos, public locations used for movie sets, and public gatherings where government permits are needed. Prior temporary orders blocked gun bans in places where alcohol is served, entertainment facilities, and on private property where the owner does not give explicit permission, a la New York. Now, the important thing here, as we're going through this was the New Jersey litigation, not litigation. The New Jersey law was the one that had like 29 different places where you couldn't carry, and it was extensive. It's getting smoked, just like we talked about together on this channel. But let's continue. The judge also blocked another provision that required references for gun carry applicants to be interviewed in person, which the judge wrote was unduly burdensome. Unduly burdensome. Does that sound familiar to any of the other gun control measures that we've seen pass from the blue bastions? Mandated training courses. I don't know, that just happened yesterday in Maryland. Increased fines and fees, Maryland. Do any of these things sound familiar? Oregon, mandatory purchase permits. Illinois, assault weapons bans. All of these things are, what did she say? Unduly burdensome. There are direct correlations from East Coast all the way to West Coast with gun control, and it's going to fall based off of the intertwinings of this system. Got one more thing for you, and this wraps it up beautifully. Bum, an appointee of former President George W. Bush, said in her opinion that the state failed to demonstrate historical analogs in the new law to firearm regulations in the past. A key litmus test the U.S. Supreme Court recently established in deciding whether gun laws are constitutional. The Bruin decision is unraveling not only pre-existing gun laws, it's also unraveling the newest responses. Again, just to give you the short list: New York, New Jersey, Oregon, Illinois, soon to be Maryland. You've got a litany of states that are going into the exact same problems. And in this case, in New Jersey, because they copycatted San Jose, now that got caught in New Jersey. Now they have precedent to go after it in San Jose again. Even though the entire point of San Jose's original ruling, where they got to keep it in place, was because they didn't implement it. And now all of a sudden it's implemented. What are the odds? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I will see you on the next one. I'm Braden. See you later.